All right, what's going on, guys? Regison 32 with Sim Dragons channel. So we are back for another edition of Slime Rancher. So today we're going to cover is what you can be able to do, what all you can do rather, before getting the jetpack, before progressing to a new area, when you first start Slime Rancher. So the conservatory is the predominant area, and then right behind that you have the rainbow fields, which we are going to go ahead and head there now. If I head the right way, we're going to go ahead and head there now. All right, so what is it that you can get as far as unlockables, items, or in this case, the drones, while in rainbow fields without any upgrades? So we're not going to worry about slimes here. We're just going to look around and see what it is we can find for unlockables and upgrades. So this is the area that's down the hill here. This will lead back up to the conservatory. This cave here is actually going to lead to the laboratory where you can be able to, fabricate items and everything like that. We're not worried about that. Okay, we don't really have enough equipment to be able to do that yet. So let's go ahead and let's go back over here. So this is again heading towards Rainbow Island, or the Rainbow Fields, if you will. So this is the main area, right? The main area to Rainbow Fields. So if you watch my previous video, which I'm going to link up above, I showed you what you guys to be able to do in your first 24 hours here in Slime Rancher 2. So that being said, this is that same area, and there's really not a whole lot you can do without getting upgrades. So this here is a more dangerous area. There are some unlockables. The issue is that I'm trying to remember, could I reach it without a jetpack? Like that cave there has an unlockable in it. But we do have this one here that we can be able to get without a jetpack. This is our first drop pod. And so this is where we're going to be able to get the hydro turret. And so the hydro turret is right here at this first drop pod. So first drop pod is the hydro turret, which is over here in this general area to the right of the fields. Okay, so that's the first thing we can be able to get. Second thing, so pink slimes, we got plenty. We don't need those. Those really aren't anything worth talking about. What we need is the map, to be honest. So the map is going to be able to help us navigate. That's one of the main things you can get here, and you can get bunny slimes, yes. Let's see. This is the main field where you can get bunny slimes and phosphorus slimes at night. And they come out, and you can of course get pink slimes, which you can get pink slimes practically anywhere, so really not much for news there. So this is the secondary field in the second area. Now, so this is the new food source. Okay, this is water lettuce. So water lettuce is what your rabbit or your cotton slimes in this case are going to want to eat. Okay, if you are breeding cotton slimes, it is recommended that you have water lettuce. That is their favorite food. I'm just going to go ahead and pick it up for the sake of demonstration, but that's what it looks like. So water lettuce is the predominant one that they eat. I'm going to go ahead and pick up a few of these little guys too while I'm at it, because I do want to go ahead and breed them here at a later time. So now we're going up this hill. Okay, this area, this refinery link, is where you can be able to essentially transfer items for the sake of science. So what that basically means is that you do have a fabricator in the basement. Like that's the cave I was showing you guys a little bit ago. You have a fabricator in the basement. That is where you're going to be able to transfer items, to be able to fabricate upgrades for you, or to be able to upgrade gadgets. Okay, now right next to the fabricator to the left is your second drone that you can get in this area. Now essentially all the drones in this area, for the most part, after that one, I believe you are going to need the jetpack. But while I'm on the topic here of a jetpack, we also have the map. Hands down, the most important thing that you need to get when you get into a new area. So the rainbow fields is now illuminated on the map. Okay, so we haven't spent a whole lot of time out here in the rough. All right, we've actually accomplished a lot in that short amount of time. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look around. So this tunnel actually leads to a new area. Okay, so you go through this tunnel here. Okay, so yep, bunny rabbits. Got more of those cottons. So let's pick up the cottons here. We don't need any pinks. We got plenty. This is where a portal is going to be, and you have to activate it. Now, where to activate it? Let's see. Sorry, let me go back. So this is where a portal is going to be. Okay, so you have to actually activate this, and I'm gonna show you where that is here, but you can't activate it yet. Okay, so okay, so we're technically in two separate areas when we come in here. You have the main area here, which is the rainbow fields, and then you have a secondary area, which is the area that I found the tabbies. So this area, like realistically, it's still rainbow fields, like, but for whatever reason, it has been separated to show us separate for whatever reason. No, sorry. So this second area here is actually still rainbow fields. Okay, there's a second portal up here up the hill. We can't access it yet. We have to activate it, or rather up there up the hill. So we can't access yet. We have to activate it. But we are going to look around, see what it is we can be able to find, so we can grab more tabbies. Again, we're breeding those. That's going to be to make sure that you have profitable slimes, make more money, and be able to make more upgrades. So we don't have that yet. Now this, again, what's the most important item? That is the map. So this is only day 2 for us. We've already unlocked 2 new areas of the map via those data pads there. So we've done that. Okay, so we've gotten some tabbies here. So we can keep looking around to see what it is we can find. We've already found 2 of the drones. The drones are very important. Oh, tons of tabbies over here. Sheesh. It's like a whole pack of them. Alright, so we got a whole pack of tabbies. We're going to go ahead and walk up the hill here. That thing there. So I don't know if you can see it there. That thing, that drum is what we need to activate in order to open that portal. Okay? So as you can see, we can't access it without a jetpack. Or can we? So we're going to try. I have not tried to walk up this wall myself, but we're going to see if we can glitch it out the best way we know how. So, okay, we glitched up here. Okay. And that's the great thing about Slime Rancher is, like, if you can see it, you more than likely could walk up it, and you should try, because you are going to find a lot of the data pads up in inconspicuous areas that you didn't know that you could walk on. And the same thing with the drop boxes. Okay, here we go. So that guy there, we need to feed the Porky Boy here. And by doing so, we'll be able to access a hole underground. And that should be where we can get to the activation spot for the portal. So we need food. So these things typically eat, I would say, don't bring anything less than 40 pieces of food for the giant plorts. You can jump across this chasm, but it's pretty risque. I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so this is more water leaf. Okay, so more water, lettuce rather. So we got more water, lettuce, and I think that should about do it for day 2 for what we can do. We got more tabbies. We're going to mix the tabbies, and I'm sorry, we're gonna mix the tabbies and the bunnies. This will make it to where they eat both meat and vegetables. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use that water lettuce, as I mentioned before. And that water lettuce is going to make a difference. And it's going to allow us to be able to drop 2 plorts at one time, making the slimes more profitable. And that's really the name of the game, man. It's like, how much Skrilla can I make off the slime? That's all this game is about. So, all right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to head back to the observatory. The sun is going down. Not that we're vampires. We just don't want to get caught out at the end of the day without finishing up what we want to do. So nothing down here. And always be on the lookout for caves. They can be pretty inconspicuous as far as where they're located. So be looking out for any type of caves or enclave looking things, because typically there's going to be some kind of either drop box or treasure on them. So okay, so we're heading back. Another tabby. Let's go ahead and kidnap him. Alright, so we're back at the observatory. Again, that is pretty much all you can do, you know, within that second day anyway, in that first area. So the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to go back out there. Give me a sec here. Don't be afraid to be able to drop extra resources on the ground. It's really not going to make that huge of a difference. Let's see. Let's just drop these here so we don't waste them. Alright, so we went and got some food to feed the pink slimes. Still day 2. So we're going here and feed these guys here because they are hungry, as you can imagine. So again, these are rabbit slimes, so you have the ability to cotton slimes, so we do have the ability to feed them water leaf, and that's actually going to give you a double port. So in the case that we are broke right now, we are going to actually try to use as much of that double port benefit as we can and make a little extra money. We do want to keep one water leaf in our possession because that's going to allow us to be able to plant it at a different time. So let's go ahead and collect all the ports that we have, which 2 days we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we had 10 slimes, right? So our second day, 10 slimes, 27 ports, right? In 2 days worth of work. So let's see, what does 27 ports look like? So we got $77 right now. There's a reason why I went ahead and I wiped myself out in the last video, and that was for the sake of demonstration. This is just how much money we could be able to turn over with a minimal amount of work. So we got the pink ports here. We're gonna drop them in. All right. So we're at what? 77? Was that what it was? 77? I can't remember. The point is we're at 157, right? So we're at 157 now from $77. 181 from $77. So we've already made $100+, right? So $100+ in a day's work. Okay, we're gonna drop these in. And again, I know I told you guys that these things are worth money, but I would not worry about it just yet. As far as, I mean, I'm sorry, not worth money. They're worth science, but I would not worry about that just yet. I would say focus on get the money, boo-boo. All right, get it as early as possible, because having a surplus of the capital is going to make it that much easier for you to be able to raise the slimes later. So we went ahead and we sold all the plorts. So from $77, all right, 77 coins, dollars, whatever you want to call them, U-bucks. We went from 77 to 697 in 1 day's work. It's not even the second day over yet, okay? Like, that's the power when we optimize and we go out there and we get the correct slimes for our area. So we can't get to another area. Like, this is the area that we've got, and so we want to make sure that we're making it easy on ourselves. Before we had the water leaf, so we don't have the water leaf planted yet, right? That's the next goal. We're going to go ahead and plant the water leaf now. We've got enough money. So we're going to plant the water leaf, and we're going to breed all the slimes following with the bunny. So we're going to have the bunny and the tabby. And it's going to double drop us. It's going to drop us both plorts, if you will. So let's go ahead and drop that water leaf in. Bow. All right. So you can do the sprinkler. That would allow them to grow twice as fast. Or you can make sure that you get maximum harvest. I recommend maximum harvest because you're just going to drop the extras inside the kennel anyway. Or inside the corral anyway. So let's go ahead and let's go with the maximum harvest. Okay. So that's about all we've got. Look at that. So we got about 30 in-game minutes left. That's about all we've got time for as far as like the second day. I mean, you really can't ask for much more. Now, don't get me wrong. You probably noticed the theme. We started off with $77 on the first day, and now we've got $97. So, quote, quote, we're broke again. But it's not going to stay that way. Stay tuned for following videos. We're going to go over the best ways to get richer and get more efficient at growing the slimes. This is just another video. Ryuji-san with Sim Dragons out.